And welcome to another RSR. Tonight I am reviewing the 2023-24 CONCACAF Nations League draw. Reaction de la Sorteo de la Liga de Naciones de CONCACAF 2023-24. We have our groups for each league, each level, and each situation, of course. And I'll give you my thoughts on each group. We'll start with League C and we'll go up, because why would you start with the best and end with the worst? League C, Group A, Bonaire, St. Martin, and Anguilla. This seems like a very simple group. I would say Anguilla would probably win the group. I think Bonaire and St. Martin are not as good as Anguilla, I think. You would hope that Bonaire and St. Martin are fighting for that the best second place to go up to League B as well. But to me personally, I think Anguilla will probably do the business there. It's not really a prediction, that's just a thought, but I'll predict it later. Group B, League C, Aruba, Cayman Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands. This one might be hard. This one might be enjoyable. This might be the best group out of Group or League C, because you have Aruba, Cayman Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands might be the harder team to get out. Maybe they'll be the one against the wall, but really, the other two groups don't even have one quality team, let alone two. This group has two quality teams, at least for their level. I kind of feel like Aruba, Cayman Islands are probably the favorites to one of them win the group, the other goes up as the best second place team. Unless it's bloodshed both ways. And that kind of hurts them. But you would think that they both would beat the ever-loving crap out of USVI twice. Then one of them, maybe one of them's a draw, the other team wins the other, and then boom, they both go up. But you would think. But I guess Group of Death in League C would be Group B. At least nobody's going down. Group C, Dominica, Turks and Caicos Islands, British Virgin Islands. This one just seems boring. It just seems boring. It really does. Again, I don't think the best second place team will come from Group A or Group C. Whoever wins this group will probably be a slog. It's a 4-game run. British Virgin Islands will probably look worse than the other two. They're probably the least favorite, I would say, but you know. Again, League C, I'm not touching that at all. Besides, you know, talking about it on the recap of everything at the end of November. You know, if I do it that way. And predictions. I mean, let's be honest. That's like watching a freaking National League game that isn't Wrexham or Notts County. I think you're out of your mind. But who knows? League B, it gets better. League B, Group A, Guadeloupe, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Saint Martin. I think Guadeloupe definitely is the favorite to go up in this group. I think St. Kitts has a chance. St. Lucia, Saint Martin, they're going to have to fight. It's not over till the matches are over, though, in November for them. They have 2 per window. They play 6 matches. That would be 2 per window. You know, personally, it's not over till it's over, but I think we kind of have the chalk. But it should be an interesting group. Guadeloupe is a good team. They were very close to going up this past run, so you would think they would go up this time. St. Kitts, of course, has a chance, but again, Group A, chalk, but could have some surprises. Group B, League B. Now, this is the one. Trinidad and Tobago, Dominican Republic, Montserrat, Barbados. Dominican Republic and Trinidad have the favorites to win this group, but Montserrat, Barbados, they probably won't do less than wagging a finger at them. They're going to fight. But Trinidad, they should go back up. But Dominican Republic, here's the thing. They're actually building into a very good system, a very good run, a very good group. And they got to the Olympics. That team should start building up to the main team very soon. Dominican Republic has good things ahead of them, as it looks. You would think they have good things ahead of them, And I believe they do. I don't think this is cut and dry as you would have thought because of Dominican building up. Trinidad, they are the favorites to win the group, but Dominican might pull a shock and keep on growing. I think they are definitely a talk of the town type situation. Montserrat, Barbados, they'll fight, but they'll probably be third and fourth. They'll fight not to get relegated. Group C, League B, French Guiana, Bermuda, St. Vincent, and Belize. I think personally you have French Guiana. Belize has had their moments. This one's going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight. I wouldn't say a group of death because it's not big teams or bigger teams against each other. I would say that's Group B, but this would be a knockdown, drag-out fight. I would call this the Fight Club group, so to speak. Because French Guiana is probably the best team, but Belize, they've had their moments. St. Vincent, they could pop out. Bermuda's Bermuda, they've got Lyle Taylor. I mean, hell, you know, that's something. He's a goal scorer. That's something. That could be something that gets them up. But again, Fight Club group, it's going to be tight. Nobody's going to run away with it. It's going to take till November to decide. Some groups might be decided in September, or October, you know, but not much room for error. But again, League B, Group D, Guyana, Antigua and Barbuda, Puerto Rico and Bahamas. Guyana's probably the favorite to win the group, but I think, again, Puerto Rico might start to show some moments, I think. I think this, another one that's a tight group, I think Group A and Group B are more chalky. I think these two groups are very tight. C is probably tighter than D, but I think this group is tight as well. No really big favorite. I mean, Guyana, of course, is probably the better's choice, but again, for me, Puerto Rico, I like. I think they could build on something. I think Antigua is not too bad. I think Bahamas, they're not too bad either. I think for League B, it'll be a very tight group, and we'll see how it turns. But again, League B seems very interesting, but I'd rather look at Group B, Trinidad versus Dominican Republic. That looks like a good game. Hopefully I could do it. We might be talking about some Group B more than we think, but I got to look at the schedule. But Trinidad versus Dominican Republic, oh boy. Now that's something. League A, of course, we have Mexico, U.S., Costa Rica, and Canada seeded into the quarterfinals. Mexico will play the best or the worst group runner-up. U.S. will play the best group runner-up. Costa Rica will play the worst group winner. And Canada will play the best group winner because of basically 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 5 versus 4 situation. So the top two teams in each group will go to the quarterfinals. They will be seeded as is. The bottom two teams will go down. Of course, for League C, the top teams go up, and the best second-place team will go up to League B. League B, the top team in each group will go up. The bottom team will go down. Simple as. League A, it's a little bit different, a little bit more complex. The winners of each two-legged quarterfinal will go to the Nations League final and the top four teams of CONCACAF in Copa America 2024. Of course, the quarterfinal losers will play each other in a play-in to be the last two teams into Copa America with the 4 quarterfinal winners. League A, Group A, Panama, Guatemala, El Salvador, Martinique, Curacao, Nicaragua. I think that's a pretty simple group. I think the group of death is Group B. Panama, Guatemala, El Salvador, Curacao are probably the 4 teams that are really fighting to win. I think they are the 4 teams that are fighting for the top 2. 2 of them will be unlucky. But there's a 4-team true contenders. The other 2 are just, hopefully they don't get relegated. I don't see them not being, or I should say, not being any better than that. They may finish top 4. I don't think so. I think Panama, Guatemala, El Salvador, Curacao are probably locked on top 4. It just depends on who's the top 2. Personally, I think El Salvador, I like Guatemala. I think Guatemala is going to shock some people. I really do. El Salvador, Guatemala for me is the top 2. I think Panama, Curaçao's the third and fourth. I think Guatemala is going to shock some people, personally, but that's just me. Group B. Haiti, Jamaica, Honduras, Cuba, Suriname, and Grenada. Everybody has a chance in this group. I think everybody has a chance to be top 2 in this group. This is the group of death. I do think Jamaica wins it. I do think under Hallgrímsson, the way they're playing, they win this group. Jamaica probably wins this group. I think so. But you got 5 other teams fighting to be the second place team. Haiti can, Honduras can, Suriname can, even Cuba and Grenada ain't out of it. Grenada and Cuba ain't out of it. Do I think Cuba and Grenada probably have the least chance and the most likely chance of being relegated? Yes. Do I think Cuba is probably, I said Cuba and Grenada, Suriname, Honduras, or Haiti? Those are probably teams really fighting for second. I don't think it'll be Honduras, and I don't think it'll be Haiti. I think it'll be Jamaica, Suriname, who are top 2, personally. Honduras, then Haiti, then Grenada, then Cuba. But if you're 5th and 6th, you're down. Personally, and I don't think Haiti would do that bad. But again, it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. I think Group B is the group of death. I think Panama, or Group A's group, is not as tough as Group B. I would say groups of death are all the Group B groups. In each league, it's Group B. Seems rigged. I don't know. Seems rigged to me, but whatever. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's ironic that every group of death in each league is B. It's just ironic. It's just ironic. That's all. That's all. Of course, Mexico, U.S., Costa Rica, Canada don't play till November in the quarterfinals. The 2-legged quarterfinals, home and away. The group winner / runner-up would, of course, be the first leg host. The seeded team would be the second leg. They would have the second leg at home, which is better. Which is better for sure. So Canada would play at home second. Or Mexico would play at home second. U.S. would play at home second. Which I think is better. But again, should be interesting to see how this turns out. Who will go to Copa America? Who will go to Copa America? And who will have to play the playoff, or Copa America and Nations League, who will have to play the playoff just to fight for Copa America? It'll be interesting to see, but I can't wait. It'll be a fun tournament. It'll be a fun tournament, and we'll see in September. We got a lot of stuff. It gets busier and busier, doesn't it? With that being said, so there's your Nations League draw reaction. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of Toronto FC versus New York Red Bulls. Hopefully they win. There's a lot of injured players, and there's a lot of situations where it's like they should win, maybe. I don't know, though. But I'll see you tomorrow. Canada, we know what we got. The best group winner of League A, whether it's B or A or B, not B or C, A or B. On performance, the quarterfinals are November. That's what we're really waiting for, but we'll follow what happens. September and October for sure. With that being said, I'm running. I'm out. Peace. See you later.